Welcome friend, in this new video we discuss about uh, derivatives. Friend, for more information of various topics of mathematics, please subscribe my channel. It will encourage me to upload more and more videos and create videos on a new concept. In the differential calculus, this concept is a very important concept of derivatives. Velocity at any instant, temperature, specific heat at any temperature. So, these types of example which appears in the field of physics or everywhere in the life, we have there is an average, or at any time we are calculating the rate, which is the ratio of two terms, where one variable changes, other variable is also changes. So, that instant change is called as a derivatives. Here we will see what is the exact definition of derivatives. A function, what is a function? Function is a rule. So, here we consider a function f is said to be derivable, at C if limit of f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h tends to 0 exist. If this ratio is exist and the limit is called, and this limit and the limit is called the derivative of the function, is called the derivative of the function for C or at C. Look at this definition. What we are doing? First we have taken the ratio f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h, and then we are applying the limit as h tends to 0. Whenever this ratio or limit exists, we call it as a derivative. So, friend, let us take a very simple example. If I would like to calculate the derivative of the function f of x equal to x square at the point x is equal to 1, So, here instead of x, here you can see the definition, we have taken C. So, this point is a C point x is equal to C. So, we have C is equal to 1. Now, let us calculate f of C, that is f of 1. We need f of C plus h and f of C. So, f of 1 equal to 1 square and this is equal to 1. Then f of C plus h, that means 1 plus h minus f of C, that is f of 1 divided by h, okay, and then limit h tends to 0. This is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h. What is f of x? F of x equal to x square. So, here we need to put x equal to 1 plus h. Here 1 plus h whole square minus 1 divided by h equal to limit h tends to 0, 1 plus h whole square, 1 plus 2h plus h square minus 1 divided by h. Now 1 and this 1 get cancel and we have limit h tends to 0 taking h common, 2 plus h divided by h, get cancel. Now we can apply the limit h tends to 0, 2 plus h equal to 2 plus 0 equal to 2. So the limit exists and this is called as a derivative of the function. That is, here we denote this derivative by using the symbol f dash of c. So here f dash of 1 of this function is equal to 2. This is the derivative of the function. Now in this definition you can see that here we are taking limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h. But when we see the number line, this is my 0, this is 1, this is 2. In this right direction we have positive number, in the left direction we have negative number. So there are two ways to approach 0, one from positive side and one from negative side. So whenever h is a negative, this is a left side, this is the left side of 0 and this is the right side of 0. So in the right side of 0, when h takes this value, h takes these positive values, we call it as a right derivatives, or we write this derivative by limit h tends to 0 plus 0. So 0 plus 0 means we are taking h for positive values and this is f dash f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h. We call this as a right derivative and we denote this by r of f dash of c, the right derivative simply. Okay. And when h takes negative values, here we write it as a limit h tends to 0 minus 0. 0 minus 0, it means it is not means 0 minus 0, but it is just we are using this symbol to specify or to stress that h are taking the negative values. So f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h, and we call it as a left derivative, left f dash of c. So we have two derivatives, one is a right derivative, other is a left derivative, and whenever right derivative of the function f dash of c equal to L f dash of c, that means right derivative equal to left derivative, we call it it is a derivable function and we denote it as a f dash of c. So sometimes it is need to find that right derivative and left derivative of the function, and when these two values are equal, the function is called as a derivable function. So remember, note this point, this is a very important to calculate the derivative of the function. What is derivative? Derivative is nothing but a ratio of two quantities, so f of c plus h minus f of c divided by h, and then we are taking the applying the limit h tends to 0. So this is the definition of the derivative. Whenever the limit exists, it is called as a derivative of the function. Now to stress this right and left derivative, let us see one more example where we have to take into consideration the right as well as the left values of the variable, independent variable. Now when we consider f of x equal to mod x, f of x equal to mod x, right, and let us calculate f dash of 0, means derivative at 0, at x is equal to 0. Let us find the derivative. Now friend, we know that this function has two values, f of x equal to x when x greater than 0 and minus x when x is less than 0. So whenever x has values, minus 1, then in the modulus value x has a value, we write it as a minus of minus 1. So, it will gives us a plus 1. This is my x. So, instead of x I have written minus 1. You can see that this is my x. So, whenever x is a negative minus 1, we are multiplying this by minus sign to get a positive value. So, here this function has a two values, positive and negative values. F of x equal to x. This function has two values, whenever it is x when x is greater than 0, and it is minus x when h is less than 0. So, we have to calculate here, we point, what is the point? Point x is equal to 0, that means this is my c. Now, you can see that limit h tends to 0, f of 0 plus h minus f of 0 divided by h. Now, what we need? We need f of 0. F of 0 equal to mod of 0, and mod of 0 is equal to 0. 0 is not positive, 0 is not negative. So, here we get that limit h tends to 0, f of 0 plus means f of h minus 0 divided by h equal to limit h tends to 0, f of h, that is mod h divided by h. Now, when h is negative, when h is positive, so we have two values, that values is equal to h divided by h when h is greater than 0. That means when h approaches 0 from this positive side, and when h approaches from positive side, as by definition this is positive h, and it will gives us a limit h tends to 0. So, limit h's get cancelled and we get 1, right. Now, it is minus h divided by h, limit h tends to 0 from negative side whenever h is less than 0. So, h get cancelled and we get minus 1. Okay. So, this is my right derivative. Right derivative f dash of 0 is equal to 1, and this is my left derivative minus 1, f dash of 0 is equal to minus 1, and look at the here, right derivative is not equal to left derivative, and hence function is not derivable when f of x is equal to mod x at origin. At the origin, this function is not derivative, since right derivative is not equal to left derivative. Okay. So, let us see one more example of this. We consider another function and we see how to find the derivative of this function. Suppose that f of x equal to x into sine 1 by x, and here when this is when x is not equal to 0, and it is given f of 0 equal to 0. So, first let us see whether this function is a derivable or not. So, to find the derivative, again we write it as f of x minus f of 0 divided by x minus 0, This is another definition when x tends to 0. Okay. So, this is equal to, let us calculate, we apply the limit later on. So, first let us see x into sine 1 by x, f of 0 is 0 divided by x. Okay. So, this is equal to this 0, due to this 0 we have only x into sine 1 by x divided by x get cancelled and we get sine 1 by x. So, whenever we calculate the limit of f of x minus f of 0 divided by x minus 0 as x tends to 0 is equal to limit of sine 1 by x tends to 0. Since limit of this function is not exist, limit is not exist, you can see that as x tends to 0, 1 by x tends to infinity, and as 1 by x tends to infinity, this sign has both positive and negative values. positive and negative values. Therefore, this function do not approaches to a fixed value in the limiting case, and therefore, the limit is not exist, and therefore, this function is not derivable. Here you might think that why instead of f of c plus h I have taken f of x minus f of 0. So, there is another formula, we write the same definition in terms of this f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c, where limit x tends to c. Whenever this limit is exists, this definition and this definition is the same. Instead of this h I have written in the different form. So, this is another form of this definition, limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c. Here you can see that as the limit of this function is not exist, and therefore, this function f of x equal to x into sine 1 by x, this function is not a derivable function. Okay. So, let us find the apply this formula to find the derivative of this function, any function. Just we have calculated the derivative of the function f of x equal to x square at the point x is equal to 1. Let us generalize this concept, and generally let us find the derivative of the function at x is equal to x square. What will be the derivative, general derivative of the function? So, find the derivative, find the derivative of f of x equal to x square. Okay. So, let us find the derivative of this function. Now, let us see here f of, instead of c we are not fixing the point. So, generally x plus h minus f of x divided by h equal to x plus h, f of x equal to x square. So, f of x plus h equal to f of x plus h equal to f of x plus h whole square. So, let us put here x plus h whole square minus x square divided by h equal to x plus h whole square, x square plus 2xh plus h square minus x square divided by h. You can see that this x square get cancel, equal to, again we have h common. So, 2x plus h divided by h, h get cancel. Let us take the limit of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h, h tends to 0 equal to limit h tends to 0 of the term 2x plus h. We are taking limit h tends to 0. So, this term become 0. So, therefore, 2x plus 0 and that will be 2x, and hence you know that the derivative of the function f of x equal to x square. Let us see one more example. We change this function. So, this is the simple definition of derivative. You can practice it and become a master of derivative. This is a very simple definition. Let us take one more example of this. This is under root of x, and here we take the interval x belongs to 0 to infinity. Why 0 to infinity? Because root of negative x is an imaginary. So, here x, this function is valid only for the positive values. Now, x greater than 0, therefore, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Let us calculate this. So, this is f of x plus h. What will be f of x plus h? X plus h equal to under root of x plus h. So, this is equal to under root of x plus h minus under root of x divided by h. So, friend, we need to rationalize it. X plus h minus under root of x divided by h into under root of x plus h plus under root of x divided by under root of x plus h plus under root of x. Okay, this is equal to, this is simple practice. So a minus b and a plus b, so that is a square minus b square. So x plus h minus x divided by h into under root of x plus h plus under root of x. Okay, so plus x and minus x get cancelled and we get h only. Again this h and this h will be cancelled and we have only under root of x plus h plus under root of x. This is the value of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h. Now let us take the limit of this function. Limit of f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h, h tends to 0, that is limit of 1 divided by under root of x plus h plus under root of x divided by their limit h tends to 0. Now let us put here h tends to 0, then under root of x plus 0, under root of x plus 0, that will be under root of x, under root of x plus, here there is a no h, so it remain as it is, under root of x. So this is 1 divided by 2 into under root of x, and therefore f dash of this function, f dash of x equal to 1 divided by 2 into under root of x. You know this formula, but by using this simple formula we can find the derivative of any function. Okay, so instead of this we have another notation for this definition. Let us see the notation of this definition. Instead of x c plus h we can use delta, that is we can write it as, suppose my function y is equal to f of x. You can see that whenever this is x is a dependent variable, then y is an independent variable. So let us take a small increment in x. We denote this small increment by delta x. This is a small increment, small increment, small increment in x. Similarly, whenever there is a small increment in x, there is a small increment in y. So y plus delta y, and hence you can see that here y plus delta y means y plus delta y, this will be f of x plus delta x. Then you can see f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by x plus delta x minus x. Okay, so limit delta x tends to 0, right? This is equal to x get cancel, and this will be limit delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x, that is y plus delta y minus f of y divided by here delta x. Y get cancel, and we have limit delta x tends to 0. So this will be delta y divided by delta x. Whenever we have y equal to f of x, then we can use this notation and we get delta y divided by delta x, and we call it as a f dash of x. Okay, so usually instead of delta y, this delta, capital delta, we write it as a dy by dx. Okay, so here this is the derivative or f dash of x. We use this symbol dy by dx to denote the derivative of a function, and it is a very useful and convenient notation dy by dx. Instead of this delta y by delta x or f dash of x. This whenever y equal to f of x, then the derivative of this y with respect to x is denoted by dy by dx. So, friend, in this video we have seen the definition of a derivative, and where we have calculated taken few problems regarding the derivatives. Thank you for watching.